Today marks 1232nd day. Share lessons I'll learn and continue to learn with all of you. I hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Now, if you want to become the best version of you, become the person that you want to be, that means that you will need to understand that how to build a foundation of you. Because I think that if you want to build a massive house on the foundation, we need to understand that that foundation needs to be very, very strong and most importantly, stable. Because in life, there will be a lot of shakes, a lot of bumps in a road. And that means that if we have very weak foundation, everything what we build on top of it will go to waste. Today we'll share one thing, one key aspect, one of the foundational things of the foundation, and that is stability. I think stability is very, very, very important. And sometimes I think that is underrated how important it is to really have stability in your life. Now, I will mention six things, and I will be from the least important to the most important. Because I think that when you have stability, the more stability you have, the more you're able to allocate and take risks. Because if in your life everything is unstable, it's very, very hard to really look into which one is supposed to focus first. Because we need to have some stability. Because life in general, like synonym of life, is instability. That's for sure. I understand it. But knowing that life is instability, what kind of stability things, cornerstones we can really build in our life, foundational things that even though that life is unstable, it's bringing a lot of bumps in the road, a lot of disasters, a lot of storms, we're able to really stable, be calm, be present, and really do the things necessary to really achieve our success. Because really, one of the biggest separation between unsuccessful and successful people is that unsuccessful people do the things only during good days, while successful people do the things when it's needed to be done. Is it good day, bad day, doesn't matter. And one key aspect why they're able to do that because they have stability, stability in their foundational of core character. So they will share the six things. As I said, it of course that will be the least important and most important. So number one, financial security. I think that when you have, especially when you have a family, of course, that will be one big thing that when you know that your finance is taken care of and your money is coming in and there will be food on the table. Because when I say financial stability, I don't say that you need to be wealthy. I say that you need to have that emergency fund, you have that stability, because when you have stability that your family will be taken care of, at that moment you're able to and willing to take more risks. Because when you need to put food on the table, at that moment you're not able to be that risky because you need to find stable income to provide for your family. I understand that. And that means the steps forward. But the one important thing is understanding how we could really build strong foundations to be financially secure, financially stable, that I could really focus on the bigger things. Number two is healthy relationships. Healthy relationships. So that means that I think that one big thing that we need to look into the mirror is that it's your fault that you don't have healthy relations. I think one of the biggest things is that if you do not have healthy relations right now, that means that it's time to change. Because we're able to choose our station. Not every single person you're able to choose, and there's a lot of things I understand. But one thing what we're able to do is reduce some time with some people, and then look other people that really connect with you who has the same vision, and nurture that relation that you have more time, and we build a circle around you. Because it's very, very important to understand that relations are built, is nurtured. It doesn't magically appear. You're not able to really sit on Friday. No, I don't have a relationship in my life. I need to have, and by Saturday we'll have a relationship. No, it might take months, sometimes even half a year, maybe a decade to build a very strong relations that has your vision. Because the more unique your vision, the more unique your path, the the less likely to find people who has exactly the same vision. But that's supposed to tell them, okay. But again, we need, even though this is maybe it's harder, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to not build it. Because when you have those healthy relations, when you have that safety net, when you have support, that is building a massive stability. Because when you have a bad day, you have a person to talk to share your ideas, and that of course brings you back to the A game, and you're able to perform at the highest level again. Number four, number Number three, and that's basically probably from going from 6 to 5. So six was financial security. Number five was health relations. Number four is consistent daily habits. So it means that you have some routines. I love saying that is keystone habit. So what is that keystone habit in your life? So because when you have that keystone habit is so stable, it might be that you need only one keystone habit. I don't know, maybe running. Maybe you're not able to run. Maybe able to read. Maybe able to write. Maybe what are one thing that you're able to do every single day? Because one thing that when you do something, when you feel it or don't feel it, builds massive courage, massive confidence, massive character. Even cold shower. Cold shower is something that people hate to do because it's uncomfortable. It's not pleasurable experience. But when you're able to do that every single day, no matter how you feel, and sometimes I don't want to go to cold shower today, but you're able to push it through. And scientists say that your brains gets bigger when you do something that you hate. And this at the same time is healthy. Because when you really do something that you hate, you're able to really have that keystone habit. During the day, there's a lot of things that might be that you don't want to do. I love saying that cold shower in the morning, that means that you already have one with a big, massive in it in the morning. You did something that you hate. At that moment, of course, you're able to move that towards the day. So that means that you have consistent daily habits, keystone habits, and that brings massive stability because I did my keystone habit today in the morning. So that means I have stability that no one moved. And then, of course, I think that for me, at least, I have keystone habits, I have my YouTube channel showing up every single day. I have running every 3 days. I have exercise. I have my keystone habits, and I know that every single day I will show up for myself. And those habits allow me to really build stability. Number three is adaptability. And I think this is a beautiful part. This is part of the character. That means that how good you are in different rooms. One of my friends once said to me that Ben, as you doesn't matter where will throw you in any time in any place, you will figure things out. And it was a massive, massive compliment. I think that every single person is supposed to work. Now, for me, of course, it's easier right now because I moved so many times. I moved to Canada, I moved to Lithuania, I moved to US, I moved to Canada, I moved to US, and not every single time was like sunshine. There was a lot of things that I did wrong. I did made mistakes. It was sometimes it was difficult, but I figure things out. And I think that every single person, if you want to really have stability in your life, you need to really understand that stability comes from adaptability. When you understand that you're able to adapt, you're able to change, you're able to be flexible, you're able to pivot things, you're able to quit on paths that doesn't work. At that moment, you become much more stable because adaptability leads to stability. Because if you are very, very strict to ways, that means that if one way is going out, that strict way will not work anymore, and of course that will lead to instability, massive instability. Number two is internal stability, and this is very powerful. That means what is inside. I think that is very, very powerful. Is really looking within yourself, because every single person is able to really look at the past, look at the future, and being able to really bring themselves into present moment. What I learned that in present moment there is no problems, there is nothing. All problems exist only in the past or in the future. Present at this moment, most time there's no problems. It could be that like a very rare moment is something happening right now. Of course, if it's your house is on fire, that is happening right now. But in general, majority of stress and anxiety and instability is coming from the future, not the present. So when you understand that, we're working very hard to understand how to build that inner peace, inner stability. Because when you have that inner peace, it doesn't matter what kind of storms coming to your way, you have that stability and you are not afraid. And I love it saying that the best time to fix your roof is during sunny day, and I think that that is very, very important to stability as well. To understand, okay, how I can build my character during any kind of day to make sure build resilience, do the things that I hate, just to make sure that when the days that comes that is not as good for me or for us, we're able to keep that internal stability. A last one, number one. I think that this is very very powerful. I think that not every single person maybe will agree with to that. Uh, is that spiritual grounding? Spiritual grounding. I think that being able to transcend yourself, outside of yourself, and being able to see that we are a small piece in this grand scheme of universe. When you have understanding that you are, for me, I truly believe that I believe in the Bible, I believe in Jesus, I believe that we were created, or we were created to serve, to add value to people. So knowing that stability that's coming from God, because God is eternal. So that means that He never moves. He is always stuck in one place, and that's a good thing, because now you have stability. Always go and pray and meditate and really understand that we always will have somewhere, someone to talk to, someone to pray to. And I think that is giving a massive stability, and every single person has access to, because it doesn't matter where you are, like who you are, every single has that stability. Because I think that internal stability is sometimes hard to build. It takes time. But when we think about spiritual stability, it could come quite easily, quite fast, when you actually start to surrender yourself, and say that I surrender. Show me the path. What do you want me to do? And I think that this is a beautiful thing, because that brings a massive, massive stability in our life. And I think that there's more things than those six, but I think that those are really the foundational things to really think about. Okay, what really creates stability in my life? Because as I said, that stability is something that really helps to really take more risks. The more stable are some parts of your life, the more risky you're able to be to other parts. Because if you're unstable in any parts of your life, it's very hard to really be taking massive risks. Because I truly believe that the bigger risk you take, the bigger reward you get. Now, of course, you need to be calculated, because I understand that if you take stupid risks, that you will not lead to massive results. But if you really take calculated, massive risks, you will get massive rewards. Because people who believe in crazy things, those are the people who really achieve those crazy, incredible things. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.